Yeah. All right. Garrett and Garrett. So, I got this down on the live stream, just so you can see. Okay. Yeah. We're hot, like, hot, mics are hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Did you have the, I just reset the front line.
Yeah, I think it's yes. So, when we do the tech talk,
So, driving away.
yeah. So right
Oh, I can, yeah, it was not going to don't worry about it. Pretty sound for you. Nice. Go, you're going to have free spinning wheels on top of that, and it's not going to.
Yeah, that shouldn't let you lose your.
the heading will always be.
I guess, yeah.
It's an actual.
Yeah, and,
But we can start it.
all right, oh, wait, till.
There's no point speculating, is there?
Minutes.
All right, we're
We
going
got the solutions to the way in the box.
Guys, this is all a nice time.
It's not fun.
Is it not on my watch?
So for the ball destroy shot, where are we doing this one?
We're doing it with 4 cameras. So that would
That should be really close on the hand.
yeah, so I'm gonna have the handle. And I'm gonna be right here. And I'm gonna come back. That one is getting it from the top angle. This is getting the general, actually, I'll move this back a little so we can see like the drivers and stuff. This should be the.
We do the one closer.
Huh?
Like we can move this closer.
No, this is the general everything shot. That's why we have 4 shots.
That is, I think like we're dragging it down. So just stop.
That's fine. Yeah, that's good. Thank you for coming.
It's like a full regardless.
Two. Sure. Let's see what the finish thinks.
Who's on the.
Thank you. Texas, if you think of anything that else.
Eric, do you want to see
Will you build that?
Gary, do you want to see how I'm debugging this with this? You can't. Gary, do you want to see how I'm debugging this with?
Yes. Are you in the right one?
No, this is the. Actually, so this is a it comes with the square. This is network cables. It's equal power. It's like that. Cables. So okay, this works. We're with the way I made it to you. This one.
Might be a loose cable on that. What's the information? You know, that's just pretty good. Sorry. No, it's just like this and all the other ones are this. It's a drag.
Okay.
Dragging this and that's.
So Rachel's actually just watching, and I know. So I'm just gonna bring her stream over here, and just keep us live.
So these two are good. These are good. Currently debugging square issues. So I think I can also, because it's reading this. That it's, if I like kind of weird input.
That's a mess. Can we change the word?
Can we just reset them real quick? I know, real quick, as in, we may need a straight edge.
Do you need me to go get like a 2x4 or something?
Go grab a 1x1 aluminum extrusion.
Gotcha.
That's at least 27 inches long.
At least 27.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like 26, I'm
No,
not
I-
even joking.
Yeah.
So while he's doing that, should I go ahead and take this off and we just don't check all the wiring? Do we think it's a current issue? Because it's just, this is a ChatGPT. Really use this. Transfer this. Project. No, keep all of this real quick and just tell them they're out. I'm a little not shocked. I was thinking it was going to be really careful. And I'm playing on the reason it's important to my classes because of eBay hacks.
Really good.
This is gonna hold that. Oh. No, I think he had his phone on him because this one bad. These two good. This one also bad? Question mark. Don't mind the duct tape on the bumpers. It's just to protect it from red grease. Boop. Yeah, I wouldn't trust the intake to do that. Here, I can show you. You do this. With the code. If you're going to take off the butt. I just would rather pursue it.
They're definitely seated. They do some weird things.
Yeah, this is pretty consistent. Just bad off.
You said 23 inches. Doesn't mean it to be right.
You said you need 23 inches?
Yeah, nailed it. That's the one I'm using.
I think we have to.
Give me going.
Also, just for everybody on the live stream, brought waters. Got to stay hydrated when you're working late.
Well, this is for. And then, so that's right.
So that's like cool. They should be back in this position. Post.
Ben, did like 1 year of friendship.
So I'm going to code with the offset set to 0. Values.
I do like his ability. For definitely want to steal the flathead idea.
What's the flathead idea?
So the flathead screws, countersunk,
Mm-hmm.
just tapped them. And so I
Okay.
think they may go bad eventually, but if we have thick enough aluminum for a frame, which we should, we'll be fine.
Nice.
We have button heads on this, but we can do flathead as well.
Hey, Garrett, can you do me a favor? Can you scoot back a little bit and scoot your laptop back? Yeah. See, this is what the people want, is to see the programmer hacker view with just code flying. That's just live streaming it up.
Hey, Mom. I'm going to guess you're not watching, but
Hi, Mom. So for
For
everybody,
everyone watching at home,
No,
yeah,
you're
for everyone watching at home, so
I'm good.
had some swerve issues. I'm Garrett. This is Garrett. Had some issues with swerve. Honestly, though, we got out here and the intake worked, the indexer mostly worked, and the shooter mostly works. Just have some tuning to do. But it's like kind of cracked. Now, would I be happy about this after 6 weeks? Maybe 3 days.
72 hours.
3 days is it's pretty good. Ooh, my man bun has a little like pillow. I haven't experienced this before.
Oh, is it dual purpose pillow?
Yeah. So I got a very fun, honestly. Like kind of like. I'm glad we're just one with the. I'm really glad that I printed off all those things. So that, like yesterday, I was like, why the fuck? Why did I print off all of those? And then today I was like, we're just gonna use that to our advantage.
oh yeah.
That's weird. There is one module that is just
way off.
way off. Like, so were you getting the zero values? I just lost my pictures.
See, just as a reminder for everybody at home,
You do your, just a reminder, you do your Dukes of Hazzard shot as your last shot. You don't do it as the first shot because your car's suspension isn't the best after you do a Dukes of Hazzard over the bump.
Yeah.
So
I drove my car up a really big berm in Colorado to like, there was a challenge, they had a car show, and at the end of the car show, they would, like, people would take their cars, and it's mostly trucks, but I drive a Honda Fit.
Yeah.
And turns talked me into like,
ramping it,
Yeah.
launching it.
and now I like live with the aftermath of like, it leaks a little bit more oil than it did before. And I lost my splash guard,
Oh,
and my hood latch now takes like 3 or 4 times and someone jiggling the hood to like get it to unlatch. So, I mean, shout out to Honda, that's the only damage it took, but also I don't know why I did that. You know, especially I still had a lot of time left with the car.
Because sometimes things are fun and you
It
just
was
have
a
to
lot of
have fun.
It was quite a memory. It got sent around the team's chat at work quite a bit.
Nice.
We're ready to get down.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry.
So we took new offsets for swerve modules. 3 of the modules had the same offsets, and 1 module was pretty different. How to track what we were seeing. We point it this way, Ri3D, so that way it's forwards. That's migrate. Still the same problem. It's not bad.
Act like you're in one direction, stay down. Good, good.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anything, this one's off. Yeah, that one's kind of dragging. Those 3 look like they're new. I'm pretty like this slowly.
Okay, I wonder then, so,
Is that the same deal?
what I wonder is if the turning PID values are not tuned very well, and if they're not able to reach their desired speeds. If this makes sense. So I'm gonna plot, plot, what deal is that? That would be
To the front, front left.
front left or left, one.
Wait,
Yeah, that's not front.
Yeah, it's blue. Blue is here.
Okay. Okay, so plot the setup point versus, so the direction of the wheel was commanded to go versus what it was actually measured and it went to. And they're actually tracking really well. So it's not an accurate issue. Not turning PID issue. I mean, there's a certain amount of drift that I'm worried about because it's going to happen this.
I think it's seemingly gets worse as we get. Maybe a battery issue that's too low.
My waist load.
Right, Andy? It's that one, right one now, way up.
Front right.
No, the back right.
Back.
Yeah, it's like a,
Module one.
So it's like almost 30 degrees pointed that way now, compared to all the others.
Is there a way to pause the shooter prep?
We can just say like
Don't yeah, I was gonna say don't like
Dive in too much, just like,
this.
it's a fun sound.
So it's this back
Sounds
right.
like it. Yes.
So front left, front right, back right would be module two.
Do you need can IDs
No.
to confirm?
because we wrote them on the bottom of the wheels.
Yes, we just gotta spin until we find it.
I don't need them because the modules are numbered 0 through 3, front left to back left, clockwise. Okay, that's interesting. That motor is like super far off of the set point.
Okay.
You said it was back right.
Shoot, yes.
Was the back left also a little off?
Yeah.
Sure. Looks like it's pretty far off.
Just don't move.
It's disabled. Otherwise the flywheel.
Because we don't have RSL, but it was just.
Oh, shit.
I know.
The spinning weight buzzing sound is our RSA.
Back right.
If it's from the top,
Oh, yeah, right.
make it drop.
So maybe at this specific moment in time, it's like aligning, but that was probably. Oh, wait, wrong. I'm like looking way past.
Yeah, you should look at towards the future.
And I will say, it's 8:30. We'll
They need to be wrapped up here.
but within like the next 30 to 45 minutes. So
As much as I wish I could help them.
I mean, we can drive down to something in the world.
Can we just set the offset to be wherever?
It's not an offset. It's, I don't know exactly what the problem is, but
Yeah. Hopefully it's-
So we recentered it. Why don't we put a fresh battery in and then do a little driving here so we can understand how to drive into whatever the issue is and then get the shots that we need.
I think that if we can at least move.
I mean, this is driving how it was when I first got here, which is
It was, got worse and worse.
yeah, I saw that.
You grab my battery.
Yes, sir.
Turn it off.
Yeah. Oh, Garrett, what type of phone do you have?
iPhone 15 Pro.
Not you.
Pixel?
Are you okay with us doing some filming with it?
Sure.
Okay, because one of my phones is over there. The other one's going to be zip tied into the robot. So I need a phone for like a hand shot. So,
Can you come here? Actually.
oh, sorry.
What can I do? I just need you to lift.
Parker, if you're watching, yes, we know it was dumb, but we did it anyways.
But I did it anyway.
It's just the gold bar challenge.
Yeah. Jeez. When mechanical engineers design spaces for like systems,
We did well.
this will totally work as he rips his arms on the plexiglass to get down into.
Don't mind the cuts on my hands.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure the last time we were working on a robot with Garrett, it was 2020, and the robot was literally this hard to put the battery into. So I think there is a trend.
I wouldn't.
Do you remember that robot, Garrett?
Do you know why? Because you guys insisted on having a freaking low bot. A low scoring bot in 2020. How lame. Did you guys do a low bot?
All I'm hearing is when I design the robot, is as long as all the mechanical parts are there, it should just work. We don't have to worry about these problematic electrons and wires,
Yeah.
ones and zeros.
I remember when the mechanical showed like the prototype CAD of our 2017 robot, which is nothing like the final one, but you know, it's gonna shoot fuel 2017, and it's gonna have this large hopper, and it's gonna have gears and stuff.
Mhm.
And the whole volume of the robot was the hopper. And the two students, or like a couple students, like mentor, come and show the programming students the CAD, and they're like, "What do you guys think?" And he's like, "Where's the Rio and the battery go?" Like, there was no volume except for the hopper and the robot.
All right. Fresh battery, retuned swerve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You know how like some of those phantom issues were first Saturday? Like this is part of not having that figured out. Which I think I have to take some deeper reflection on. I just don't know if that makes.
He's gonna sit at home and have some deep reflections.
You say deep reflections?
Sit and meditate and think about spiritual.
That's true. Tell this out. Making the shoot.
Well, don't mess up my my GoPro mounting.
Yeah, just butted you.
Hey, I'm not your buddy guy. Okay.
Your strength for days.
Are you connected, Garrett?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Get out of the way, Garrett.
Sorry. I'll show you your thing. Sounds like something regular. Yeah, I can just do this module not tracking where it's supposed to be. Like, swerve once it should be somewhere, and it's just not. Here, we can do it really quick. There's like, it's worth a shot to up the PID value a little bit.
And so Garrett, when you have that, can you do one other thing for me? Can you add another set of zip ties to the flag before we barrel through it?
What do you mean, just like?
So exactly how it's hung now.
We already did it once, but. We can.
Hey Garrett, question for the, from the chat. Different chat, but it's applicable to this chat. One of our students said, I'm thinking that in order to keep the balls moving, we use a steel shaft instead of an aluminum because the steel would bend less, it has a higher mass, which means higher amount of inertia, so the motor isn't overwhelmed. Thoughts
A flywheel.
for the intake? I would really probably not steal the intakes. That's probably want it to be light.
They want it to be, yeah.
Would it be light or light?
If anything, you would put a flywheel on somewhere on the pulley system.
So it's a great teaching moment for the live stream if you're watching.
Yeah.
To say like, hey, like,
If you're watching, I wouldn't put steel on an intake. I'm sure there's a lot of reasons why, but heavy, number one, bad. Now, if you're lifting your robot with a hex shaft, steel, good choice. Not that the aluminum's gonna break, but might bend. What do we got here?
I'm going to rename.
Do it again. Yeah, it's like both of those fields.
I would have to do more looking in research, but I don't know what this would be about. I do. Make it a little bit more change. I mean, the only quick thing that I think it might be is because the angles that they're being commanded to go to seem reasonable, and I can see that, like, if you remember from like controls class, like you did controls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're 2D PID and like they're just never matching, right?
Yeah.
You just see that they're off. It's like, okay, I probably need more. So yeah, I mean, it's not a software issue in the sense that swerve is broken, and it's not a hardware issue because it's measuring the correct angle. It's just not getting to where
It needs to be.
Like it to be.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean,
Well, I don't know if that's a like hardware issue, like either motor issue or, I don't know. Yeah, motor issue, or if it's a tuning issue. But I'm going to enable. This tells me I'm pushing the P2 high, but you can see what it does with the grounds. Might be able to get the grounds. Like put it on the grounds.
yeah, I'm checking the wiring.
So, well, this is telling me it's like the wiring. It's probably not a wiring issue because the module would probably report a different angle than what it currently actually is. I use other flip design.
Yeah, thumbs up. All right, let's take the balls.
Okay, manually load. Good. Let's just manually load the rest of the ball.
Yep.
And then area is looking for a lot of heading towards that.
And you'll just want to take it straight through the flag.
Okay. And then I'm gonna get the other two shots set up. Here. Let's get one. Okay. Last thing we do.
Set it over there.
Yeah, the last thing
Do
we
we
do.
want this over here?
One second. Sorry. The last thing we'll do is we'll put my phone onto that.
Yes.
So the first thing we'll do, we'll move the live stream. We'll get his camera into the hand shot. We'll turn on that camera. Then we'll put this on turned on. I'll get in position. Then the drive through.
Okay.
All right. So you want to take that over and around?
Yep, I got it.
Steal your phone. Good. You put it on a long unlock for a second.
You can
Oh,
also
just double tap. You got to pixel like me. He's got to pixel like me. It's time to like me. It's good when used.
Are you gonna live stream that, or
What?
are you gonna live stream that one, or just video?
No, everything's live streamed until we go.
Okay. Hi, Mom.
This one's for the people. Yeah, you're plugging in this back.
Yep.
You gotta give the people what they want. Turn it off. It's right over there.
I think the student, though, Garrett, raised a good question of, we have this problem with our intake where it gets jammed, right? So how do what he was suggesting was trying to get more inertia
Yeah.
to not get jammed,
So-
so we just look at more stuff. But I mean, I think
Gear,
you probably
two
should
motors.
higher torque.
Are you two ready if I start turning on? Jesus, probably. Are you two ready if I start turning on?
Super.
Wait, let me like rubber around so it's like driving.
The correct direction.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, good. Oh, sorry. I can see this.
I'm ready.
All right, first camera is live. This camera, you're backwards, actually. You were driving through from that side.
Yeah, we actually check that.
No, we're gonna drive through.
Where?
Sorry, Gary, that's my fault.
Goodbye.
And then, you're gonna come through, just destroy, don't retake it, maybe. Come out through the street.
All right, this is recording. Let me just type in it.
Just give your phone. I was like, oh, we should just tell Jeffrey to like watch our chat.
So, you can,
Be easier than
do
typing.
you help with this?
Well, it stopped.
I'm gonna stop your video.
That's, if I can just, oh wait, now it's going. Don't do anything.
Sorry.
Just leave it. It's sloppy.
Maybe.
No, there's nothing touching it. It's just my. Some of that's one. Get that from there. All right. You start first.
Five, four, three, two, one. That's not.
We have like,
Recording.
okay, so come straight through. Don't worry, I will get out of the way.
It's not, you have a, just so you know, okay, it's gonna come to like right here in the shape.
Yeah.
So it just,
We're gonna immediately, so I'll run them and then just start shooting. We don't need to take any minutes here.
right, yes. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. So I was a little less straight.
There it's not.
So I just know that we're just.
All right, it's disable. Well, it's probably.
Unfortunately, I can't see it if it's turned or if it's veering until it's already veered into the.
Yeah. But all of this is in this thing.
Did you get something for that camera?
Yeah, we have to push through the walls.
You want to try to see?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to spend too much time doing it. I agree.
Because I think I shot time lapse instead of the video. Oh, I hate this.
Oh, I might have had.
Hey, just do it like the front facing camera, because it doesn't need to be that high.
No, you're gonna understand.
Hey, but we're not, it's taking me to our house, so it's not.
Right here. So just wait on that.
This is not the same. No, I'll put it back in. I'll do the other way. Just- It, I was hoping to film this time lapse instead of.
I think the last thing I filmed was a time lapse of the drive-thru.
No, this is fine from like. Your shot, yours probably has the great shot. Yours, I think yours is the only one that we did right.
Yeah, I guess that one as itself, I did just upgrade the phone to the 6.
I'm gonna say this.
I mean, I just had a Google Flight.
There's those, there's kind of a few like corrals.
Oh, yeah, those are definitely that serious important.
Can you give me some? I have text.
Yeah.
I can answer.
They're, here, you do this, I'll do this.
I'm gonna restart this. Okay, good. My favorite computers.
You can, yeah, there's nowhere you need to be other than in the best spot to try.
Are you going to do this?
No, yes, actually, yeah, 'cause then I can slide in.
We were running after the short trip for the one. I would say good effort.
And bring another. Isn't that all anything stuff together, right? If you really think about it. Zipped eyes, double gun. Hope you get my dreams.
You're gonna try to make it.
No, I was trying to get him like up and square.
You know, closer to that.
He's get him a little closer to the square.
Yeah.
So we have it. Yeah, that's it. Just remind me to tighten this down before we get up. Yeah, man, honestly, doesn't need to be super tight. No, I mean, just like, I just leave it in there. Like, screw it. No, I can't. That's correct. I can double click and get to the camera's film, but I can't go into his photos, which is the correct operation of the. That's good. That's good security. It's like, I'm just gonna take a look at these. Huh?
Come a little closer and you see things are always what they're supposed to be. I can't do the Cage the Elephant guy's voice. Do you understand things that you've been seeing?
Did you grab the charger? Okay. Battery? Jesus.
He said, bro, you don't. Like,
I just have a portable AC out.
No, I just done the power delivery. And most modern devices support power delivery, so.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pull up that video? Oh.
Just video or like.
No, sorry, the video is just.
Well, I want to see you go. The obvious brand figure that
You give it.
Yeah, we got this.
all right, I'm gonna go there. So
It's it.
Can you restart it?
yeah, I think we just reach 0 again. And then, I don't know, like, can we just do what we did, try to pay for a little bit, and then, like, that's needs to be our workaround.
I don't know if it's a guarantee. Remember yesterday or like Saturday, how we were really confused? Kind of back with that problem.
I don't really care if it, as long as it's fast, like, we just gotta get this done.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Like, maybe we just zero the wheels again here, then we can.
No, that's not gonna, like, it's something deeper than that, and I don't know what it is. But we can kind of just drive around it.
You guys can.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Arigato. Yeah. Set. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Set. You're having this. Eric, are you ready and good to just drive straight through?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna set the. Very expensive GoPro. video is videoing. Camera wants. Your camera's good. This camera's good. Are you to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready.
I'm a bit dumb, but
Did you hit record? Oh, yeah.
Here, let's see what this shows.
We knocked over the tripod, so bear with us.
Did you get the first one with that though? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Turn on this.
I'll go grab it.
All right. Next shot, let's just start. Pac-Man? Is that what you said? Sorry. Yes. Okay, so Garrett, next shot, we're gonna do Pac-Man. So we're just gonna put a line of balls. You'll start right in front of the flag, and you're just gonna take it a ball, shoot ball, take it a ball, shoot ball.
Okay. It might not be that graceful. Take a few balls, shoot a ball, take a few balls. Shoot a
All right, so Garrett did this.
I think we'll just leave it a few out. We're not doing like scattered like this. And
It'll be like, but
I know, I just we'll do the line. Like it just like goes like that.
sorry, I didn't understand what you're saying.
That's even in position. This is going to move on to the translate.
So now, this isn't the right thing. So where can we hit the phone to get the, do you want the
No, that's fine. We'll get the popcorn inside from there.
Oh, because it's too awesome.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's the whole idea. Is getting popcorn inside.
So we got that shot already set up.
Move.
Yeah.
I'm on board. Picture Garrett. Sorry. Let's get this.
Yeah, so we just like right in front of the clock. And take this. On our side. But it is. Yeah.
Right before you like play this one. I think we should re-zero that space.
ReZero is not going to like help us though.
I know, but it drove well for the first like 5 minutes, and then it slowly gets off. I know that there's a deeper issue, but if it's a Band-Aid that helps us like film much quicker, then it's working.
I don't know if
How quickly can we do it? Can we do it in like 2 minutes? And I'll just align them and try it. If it's possible, then say yes.
it is possible.
Okay, let's do it. I know it sucks, but this is gonna take too long for us. Bruce, can you grab the channel?
Where, as the packers.
I hate it as much as you do, trust me.
Where is it?
No, it's move it right next to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. The last time I saw it was back there.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so where is it? Right. It was camouflage. Hiding with its aluminum friends.
Okay. This will be 0.
Alright, so you'll have that camera there.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna let the shotgun follow it back.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And if it goes out of the shot, don't worry. Like, it's totally fine. I'm gonna follow up with this one, and we'll also have the live stream.
You want this one at speed 30 FPS
I think that's what it was.
or 60?
30 is fine.
Just on the
Yeah, yeah. And I'm actually just for like variety of shots.
yeah.
I'm gonna put this guy here. Okay.
Are they all facing?
Nonsense.
Bullets, my only weakness. They don't find my humor funny. It's,
Oh, that was they were.
you see it rolling back, it's big dumb dummy.
Yeah, I think this match is more like. That's I'll do some research and digging around to the next week or so.
Something to do.
Yeah, so that's an issue.
Should that one be just straight in line with the balls back here? I think so. No, like anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let me know when we're ready.
I'm ready to.
Yeah. We're recording.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep. I actually started this.
3, 2, 1.
Is it?
Oh, we jumped up there. Sweet. Just a wee Baron.
Maybe it is worth just by zeroing every 5 minutes, because
Did that help?
that was a lot easier to control.
It's nice. It is.
That's. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. When you live on a dream.
Cool. Ready, so no one sees up there. Just fly into the balloon.
So you're gonna toss it in front of the flag again, and then I'll set up another 7. Shit, behind you, I'll get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, a mouse. 44. Here, right here. Here.
Are we shooting them as well this time?
Yeah.
So, yeah, interrogation.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Camera 1 is live. Camera 2 is live. Camera 3 live. All right.
Try 3.
Back here. I think it's sound. What? This weird sound.
It's this real module, isn't it? It's from Nightshift ingredients for
Would it help having like 2 balls side by side to get them in? So they're kind of like, yeah. So let's just do like 7 ball tops. It looks the same. It all spins the same. Might be like yeah. And here's the thing, this one does not have to be fast. Yeah. The whole goal is to get them both in. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I didn't, your character needs to know its inspiration and your motivation for the act, right? So, your motivation, you're a hungry robot, but you have time to consume your food. So,
Yeah, you don't have to try to steal. Fuel. Food is fuel. Here we go.
ready?
Yep.
Okay. Camera 1 is live.
Camera 2, live. If camera 3.
Camera 3 is live.
Stop. Okay, camera 2 is better.
Okay. You know what? Didn't like this thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Jeffrey, if you're watching, this is one of the main problems we have ran into of having
Yeah, just
cells next to each other and then getting stuck in the intake.
So like, you know,
And to your question on Slack about having a steel shaft, the short answer is no, that's not a great idea from our perspective at least, because you're putting a lot of weight out on the intake.
yeah.
You don't really need like inertia. What you need would be higher torque to actually suck them through the intake and a better tuned compression ratio. But in general, you don't want to make your intake stiffer because then it's going to become more brittle. If the shaft doesn't bend, then the acrylic's going to break. So you want your intake to be compliant and flexible, not stiffer.
Yeah.
If you were to add something for inertia, you would add something for inertia on like the pulleys. You would flag those for inertia.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
All right, camera 1.
camera 1 is live.
Camera 2, live.
Camera 3 is live.
Right?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Got some balls.
That looked pretty good, honestly, up until midway. I think we can probably cut it.
I said at some point, it just reverted its direction.
Yeah, it looked like it just like went opposite.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's fine.
Right,
Next step.
so we did bust through the ball, just did pop. One of them is just like the swerve shots, but I don't know if it does.
I honestly, that's it. Did we want just a shooting?
Yeah, so let's just get some stock, like beat it, let it shoot, like line it up right now, take all the time you need,
Come up here.
like preload balls, just like make it good.
I think it's gonna be a little long, so.
Sorry, one second. Let me just. Okay, hold on. We're gonna see.
Just gonna pull.
Oh, I figured it out. And then,
Yeah, I guess it will.
Garrett, just so you can have the catharsis that I know you need at the end of this, the last shot, you are going to take that full speed into the bump and duke some hazard it over the bump. And there's,
We're gonna put the bump in the middle so there's nothing
oh yeah,
right there.
oh yes. That is the, we're done shot. And you can take out all of your emotional energy on swerve in that shot.
So do I want to just shoot
Yeah,
from the top?
a good shot is what I would do.
I thought the mark was overtorquing, sorry.
So, sit it away.
Oh, okay.
So come set up over here. Yeah, so we can do a whole set of intake shots, but for now, let's just get it tied in and get us moving. Well, actually, no. Why we have the camera this way? Actually, we should move it. Put some balls out. Let's just get some intake. Let's just get some intake shots.
Go ahead and shoot these.
Alright, so here, let's get the balls in here.
Yeah.
No specific spot. Great. Easy burger.
And your counts. Yeah, and the sweeping intake. So it needs to be really slow, so we don't get out.
Yeah, no, this is, I can speed it up, slow down.
Yeah, so just go really slow through.
So we got this. So Garrett, get that camera. I'm still gonna take the popcorn from inside, and then I'll follow it around with this. Right, get a shot of this whole area. All right, camera one's on.
Camera two's on.
Or we didn't take it.
Yeah, this is just all trying to intake.
Don't shoot.
All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's stop.
So stop for now, and then hold on. We're gonna leave it there and then just shoot all of these.
Okay, so help us, so let me just
For context, if Jeffrey or someone is watching,
stop and restart that.
I did.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
shooting.
Yep.
Okay.
So it works. Then it was shown up for this.
Yeah.
Could be if it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not gear faster, like, sorry. No,
Do you have power or down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do it. Okay.
So then, the next,
Where are you going over the hump?
so that'll be the very last one we can do.
Valid.
So, what time is
Currently 9:16.
it? Okay. I'd like to get one more 7 shots.
Do we want to film like a conclusion piece of like, hey, here's a right down the robot?
Yes. That's what it is.
Yeah. So his phone is the one that the road mics go into, and it will die like quickly. So like we have to unplug it with the road mics and to do that part so that that'll be the last. Duke's Hazardous Society.
Yeah.
Okay. Garrett, can you,
Yes.
and I take full responsibility for my phone. You already know liability. Can you get this mounted like here or like somewhere where we can see like the shot? Or is there a spot like that where we can get, you get what I'm saying?
I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
How tight is this?
You could probably pull it out. Oh, that's Russian live streams.
Yeah. The ties, the guidance box.
Yep.
And then, do you want to just go this way? You'll be able to touch it.
Yeah.
Be able to touch it.
Yeah, I actually use it as that myself.
I think there's a short somewhere.
Why?
You might have touched it, or is that or something instead?
And it hasn't moved.
So no, it may be serious. It's actually, if you have anywhere where there's close contact.
It's like
Yeah.
we should check the continuity stuff. That would be a good check.
I say it's just the strap up to
Who's that?
We really should have the RS on comes from.
Do you want to try and get?
Wait, so this phone dies really quickly?
So it doesn't matter if it's gonna be this month, checking.
Rufus, does this phone die quickly?
Huh?
Does this die quickly?
Yeah, that's the one that dies quickly.
Which is, alright. Which was a great choice for our lives. It was the only one someone was willing to part with for 3 days. And thank you for your sacrifice.
Okay. It's on that tight, snooze.
Alright, just leave the you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, let me know when you're all ready. So,
It was good.
we have to buy new phones soon, huh? It isn't Iraq.
No, just this one. Okay. You ready to start?
Yeah, preloading is the best way to be chopped.
Yeah, definitely.
And honestly, I don't think I'm going to attention. I'm just going to sit here and. It's really, that's the most important shot. So I'm just going to sit here and move it around as necessary.
Yep. Okay, so you guys ready?
Well, in that case, if you guys should just hold like a handful of balls and just
Yeah,
hold them in
that'd be great. So
instead of like letting the feeder do that.
I'll move it around. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready and I'll start this.
I'm good with that.
Here, first, you keep an eye on the cover. That's the best. It's tired.
So I just have to do this button first. It's fine. Okay, so we're recording. Now it's over.
I'm gonna start this one recording. Recording, then I'm gonna get this one recording. And then you guys go ahead and get ready.
Hold on.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit.
All right, and now listen to it.
A little more. A little more. Good.
Okay, ready?
Fire.
So that's another thing with
I
this.
think we vibrate way too much to have anything useful.
All right, let's just try that. Let's just try a shooting.
So how about this?
It'll take 30 seconds. Sit it back up. Just do another shooting shot.
No, I'm gonna video it from right in front. That'll I'll just hold it.
That's fine. So yeah. Here, you have to like manage the balls. You need to manage the balls, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to just straight feed?
Yeah. I can. So you think this is shaking way too much?
Yeah. You can go look at the video. Shoots.
Does it have the pixels have good stabilization, or at least just. Is it just a shaky?
It's like
I'm totally gonna use this.
that's a good view.
And then watch this. Watch the machine.
It's like you gotta queue up like Pac-Man or like it looks like it's the mission. Like
Okay.
so. Yeah, right.
Here, I'm just gonna put it.
Sorry.
That's probably going to vibrate a lot to the.
Hey, battery. We can set it. We're back to the right in front.
Oh, no,
Right here, it's still not better.
yes, ready? You guys ready?
Yep.
Camera one.
Camera 2. Camera 3. Let's roll.
Shit. You stop now. That's good. Okay. Let's just get, I know you can't drive super well. Just get some balls close to it, and then as best as you can, do some swirl. Don't destroy my phone with this launch. But yeah, so let's just get the balls up in here and just swerve around to the balls as best you can.
So just drive through them.
Yeah, so just, yeah, we're just gonna come into them, swerve around. I'll get some.
I'm just gonna let it spread.
Yes, 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 yes. Actually, that's actually good. You ready? Gary, you ready? Or,
Yeah. You made a start one of these.
yeah, you ready to start that one? Yep. Camera one's recording. Two's recording.
Ready? Camera 3, go.
All right. Go.
Pause. Yeah, stop.
Pause.
Just lost.
Oh, launch my phone.
Watch. Yeah, that's on it.
Pause the dash.
That's gonna be great. Just have parts.
I don't even know. I know what one of these is.
Maybe we can play defense in this room.
Not with them. Well, I guess we won't be able to, they won't be able to move us because our shit will be crossed.
Just.
Stupid, first time we ever do it.
Oh, that'll be the end shot. Like that would be where it's like
Great and stuff.
okay, so let's set it back up. Let's try it out.
Promise I was a better coach. I'm just missing.
Okay. Just put a lot of time for our next
You go for this and then yes. I got totally back. This is the last.
Yeah.
Just no, but appreciate it. Appreciate it. And also it's sight.
Put it back out of the ball.
Yeah.
So much fuel. It's like 4 years.
Hillary says the worst job in years.
I mean, it is plus or minus 23 on the.
No, but that's because it's when you decide on.
No, that's like in the middle. Or no, like, that's like on the field, plus or minus 23.
I was like, I thought that was for that was because what you decide to have in your lot is 8 times.
Yeah, there's that, and then there's also like plus or minus just a delta.
All right, can you get that camera?
Yeah.
All right. Slide.
Well, camera, this one's running.
Slide. All right, whenever you're ready, Garrett.
Okay, ready?
Go.
Yeah, I think that's actually super fun.
I agree.
Super freaking cool.
It's okay, we got it on camera and on mics everywhere. Gotcha.
Everybody knows fire.
So I think for these technical shots, it's funny just to leave all the balls everywhere.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, so Garrett, I assume you're gonna talk about the hook. You're gonna talk about the program.
Sure.
Okay. Probably true now. Mama coming home.
If you break something, buy this.
All right, so I take it out and then I plug it in. Clicks twice.
So just real quick, technical stuff. Do we want that one to be closer? Like what's going to be the main one?
I'm gonna set this up.
Perfect.
How did we get the road mics to connect? Have you done that?
Red mics, red mics.
How did you get these
shoot.
to connect before? Was because like it's not shown. Did you have to leave the stream and come back?
I think
in?
so.
Okay, so give me 3 seconds. I'll pull up the stream. I'll stream from my phone for a second. And then Mama, I'm coming home.
Gary broke it.
Yeah. I see that. Do 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 do.
I think like having all 3 of these right in frame is perfect. We just need to be. Is that the closest?
No. We're using the road mic, so just drop these. They don't.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Might need assistance.
Don't worry about it. It's funnier if it's broken. Should we leave it off? Probably.
All right. I'm gonna switch to my.
Gary, can you just help me lift this up and move it closer this way?
Or two.
I think this is probably good. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Just dumb question. The runner on the bottom, are you going to be able, will that show in the video stream?
So it'll show. I can get rid of it.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so go ahead and restart. Okay, so go ahead and restart yours and get the road mic working.
Okay, leave. Okay.
It's beginning to look a lot like robotic season everywhere we are. Da-da-dee-dee-boop. I don't know. Have you entered back in?
I have a power stance right now. So can you hear me?
Okay. Just a second.
Can you hear me? 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 Can you?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. All right. What's our time target?
So we can talk, we should,
Like 10 minutes?
it should be 8.
Okay. Yeah. So
Target 5.
Garrett, yeah, how much time are you like for programming? No offense, I think it can probably be pretty small.
It is pretty small. There's definitely a few, I think, things to highlight for teams, but I think there's more to highlight mechanically about the speed of what you would be wanting, like the trade-offs of.
For sure. Moving the robot around, I think first thing I'm going to do is like tilt it on its side to show our flat bottom. I can tilt it sideways or backwards.
Tilt it towards the side that way.
Okay.
That way the live's like kind of like that.
Yep.
So this second view will also be, I'm going to film it on second view. This will be high def and closer.
Perfect. And then I just want to make sure. Okay, and then
Stay a little bit, stay on that side of that wall.
Where's your phone at,
And then just
Rufus?
go like, sorry, just like this side of that wall.
Oh,
I got that one there, I got that one there.
And I'll stand here, make sure that the view looks good. I tried to double check them. I just can't scroll anywhere on mine right now.
do we want to like?
So I want the robot to be,
Yeah, your head's chopped off. It's good.
no, it wasn't. I angled it.
It was where you just.
I know, but it's just because the view is bad. So that's why can you pull up the stream on your phone?
Do we want to make a quick mental bullet list of the like 5 or 6 things or however many?
Yeah, so I'm going to go
recap?
top to bottom. First thing I'll start with is design requirements and talk through that. Yep, I'll be here. Is there a good amount of space between my head in the top and the bumper in the bottom?
Stream is like about 15 seconds behind.
Okay.
So just give it a couple seconds, and then I'll tell you.
I'm going to have you flip it for me.
Perfect. Right.
Okay, so quick talking points. We'll say we started with our drivetrain, swerve drive, MK4Is, running all Neos. One of the first things we noticed was driving over the bump that we had some bolts contacting. So then that's when you'll flip. We'll show whatever. I'll move into our next focus, which was designing a 4-bar intake to be able to quickly get balls. We'll show our failure. We made a pivot day 2 to have something functional and also give a couple options to teams. Then we'll move into, I'll do a little more on the intake, like driving 1 Neo, 1-to-1, 2 balls pinching, and then move into the indexer and shooter gear ratios. We got a 4-to-1, we got 16-to-1s, we got 1-to-1, inertia wheel, And then, yeah, Hopper, talk through kind of Hopper and indexing stuff. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. From a requirements standpoint, I'll touch on that real quick at the beginning and then get into the basics.
So I feel like that's good. Do we want to, though, in this video, as we go through each subsystem, or maybe after the end of it, like what are our recommendations that we would not do again? Because I feel like that's a lot of like value of this, not just what it is.
Shotgun this, and then we'll do
recommendations and
it's like,
not recommendations. How about
so
that?
we'll do the tour and then we'll do the recommendations of what we would keep, what we would change.
Yeah, shotgun a tour, and then I will start with the recommendations. I'll ask you a couple questions, and I'll kind of lead you guys to some of those discussions.
Okay.
Perfect.
This will be the technical.
Okay.
So you're live on all the cameras.
What do you want me to look at first?
I don't. So
I'll probably look at this one.
Talk to this one.
Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome back. Circle City Circuits here. Robot in 3 days, presented by denkbots. We have our finished robot that we have not named. So just doing a technical rundown of our robot design and the design choices we made. Before we get into that, I want to talk through briefly our decisions to go with this style of robot. So that all starts with our game theory, rational agent, and then fueling our robot requirements. So number one was being able to move and be robust, to be able to go over the bump, and also be able to handle defense. So good thing we started off with an MK4i all-swerve drivetrain with all Neos. One of the first things we noticed was that we were catching on the bump. So let's put it this way. So when looking at the bottom, basically we removed all bolts that were protruding down, and we replaced them with flat head countersunk screws, and that seemed to work really well. We were able to get over the bump after that. So flipping back down, our next number two robot requirement was be able to shoot and intake, and we put these together because we deemed it essential. There's going to be a lot of fuel on the ground, and we want to be able to pick them up. So we quickly started working on a 4-bar intake. Given the amount of defense we expect to happen in this game, this was a good option to not destroy the intake and have it kind of retract whenever we run into a wall or other robot. But obviously it's disassembled. We pivoted due to time constraints and wanted to give teams some options to look at. This was very heavy. We think it could be a good option for teams. You just have to figure out either the linkage system or a different way to drive it and get it outside your robot. So moving back to our new intake, we decided to go with a lightweight slap down. So very compact, just 2 rollers pinching and launching the ball up opposite of each other, 1 Neo driving direct, and then we kind of have an expandable hopper around this to give us some more room to collect fuel. Coming into the hopper, we get a close-up view of this one. Yeah, no, you're fine. So continuing on with our robot requirements, still number 2 was intake and shoot. So shooter, we decided to go with the Andy Mark shooter that they put on their website. Honestly, it's worked great so far. We definitely have some PID tuning to do to increase it and maybe change some of the variables up here. But honestly, it was simple and easy to get running out of the box. So we had an intake, we had a shooter, but we didn't have a way to get everything in there. So that was kind of the next part. And probably one of the most important parts. Realistically, a lot of people will be able to solve the intake and shooter, but the hopper and active feeding of your shooter, consistent feeding of your shooter, and quick feeding of your shooter is important. We got somewhat active feeding, but very passive in the rest of the robot. So there are a lot of catch points in our hopper. We did our best to funnel the fuel in as best we can, but there is some issues where if you get 2 in here at a time, they can kind of spin for a little bit. We move back and forth, it'll catch one and it'll go up. We had to guide and centered them before we went into the shooter. And then we have a lot of wasted space on this. Building this quickly, we weren't able to make it very compact. Yeah, and then our last robot requirement was, well, one of our last top 3 was climbing, or L1 climb, for auto and for endgame. We decided to get rid of it due to time constraints and resource constraints. We did mock up a passive hook system that we'll have in our CAD drawn up and may do a segment on later. But basically, you can mount it on the sides of your robot. You want it to be the center of gravity, and then you can drive up. It's an option for a late climb for some teams if they want to keep it simple. So pass it over to Garrett for a run through on software and programming.
Yeah. Software and programming for this robot was pretty simple. Broke it out into the code with subsystems for each of the major subsystems. We have a feeder subsystem, intake subsystem, shooter subsystem, drive subsystem, and then not quite on this robot, but we have a vision subsystem. So those would probably be your main subsystems for most teams, maybe running LED subsystem, making use of the Advantage kit from Mechanical Advantage, which enables a lot of the logging, simulation, and replay for our code. But overall, it's not too complex. We have some logic in our shooter subsystem and our drive subsystem to map flywheel PIDs for the shooter based on your distance. So our odometry from our drive will calculate our distance from the hub to the robot, and then use a lookup table to map a shooting RPM for that distance to our shooter. So that's probably a pretty recommended and standard approach that I think would get a lot of teams pretty far if you follow that philosophy.
Yeah, and then highlighting some of the programming and mechanical intertwine parts. We'll redo that. So combining some of the mechanical and electrical stuff for our intake, like I said, we ran a Neo 1-to-1. Our pivot mechanism, we ran 2 Neos on sport gearboxes from AndyMark, both 16-to-1. They seem to work well, but sometimes stall out if we have balls jammed up in here. And then we also have 2 through-bore encoders. Right now, we're just using 1 and have PID control for that up and down. And then moving on to our indexer, we have a 4-to-1 sport gearbox driven by a Neo with the thrifty 4-inch squish wheels. And then for the shooter, we have a Neo driving 1-to-1. One of the big things is we added on an inertial disc or flywheel to help with the consistency of the shooter. We honestly probably need more, and it's something that you'll want to play around with when you're designing and troubleshooting your shooter. So cool, we'll cut, and then do you want me to do an outro?
No, so now stand up, and I'll reframe these 2 shots. Well, I'm gonna off and on these 2 so that I know what I'm doing. And then what I want to do now is kind of to Garrett's point. Tell me what your big lessons learned, your biggest lesson learned, and your biggest watch out for teams would be as you went through the design process and when you went through your programming process. So, Garrett on my left, please start.
So do you want us to repeat, like, hey, so now we have some lessons learned for you from our robot? And then, okay. Do you want me to pass it off to you first, or do you want me to take some? I guess let's highlight what are some good lessons learned.
I think, I mean, for me, the biggest takeaway from all this has been speed. And, you know, we built something here that can do everything, but it cannot do things quickly. And the leap to go from this to fast, not even world level fast, but I think just, you know, competition state level fast is a decent leap.
And I would say that in whatever way comes out. Also highlight, we emphasized helping teams, first time swerve teams, talk about those your first time with Advantage Kit. Like keep
keep yourself to about 90 seconds. But I would touch on those two things. I think those are two great points. And let's start with you.
Cool. I'll do an intro, pass off to him.
Yes, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so some quick lessons learned we have from our robot, starting with Garrett on a few swerve drive things.
Yeah, I mean, by far the biggest lesson learned from doing this Ri3D was how fast this game will move and how much it'll take to get a robot that moves quickly. We have something here that can do all the game pieces, but not even getting to a world's level robot, but just I think a states level competing robot or a late regional competing robot. Everything on this needs to be a lot faster, and that is, I think, is a little bit of a jump. I think something else to take away, definitely recommend using the Advantage Kit framework, even as a newer team to swerve, newer team, maybe lower resources for programming, can be really helpful for debugging, having everything logged and having that kind of enforced structure to follow and a path to go down there. A lot of resources available with teams using Advantage Kit at competition as well. On the vision side, one more thing with vision, I think a lot of teams trying to aim up with the hub and trying to adjust your speed with depending on how far away you are. Vision, I think, will be a challenge this year, more challenging than some other years because of the bump and how much your odometry can get off just relying on your wheels. And that really will make you rely on vision processing if you're not going under the trench. And so if you're a team that doesn't have the resources for doing vision, for testing and debugging vision, it's not quite plug and play yet, then you probably want to find static shots and program those. So maybe going up against the hub, going up against the alliance wall, but really having those hard-coded no reference points if you're not confident in your ability to have really accurate odometry and position awareness of your robot in the field.
And I'll do one on the note of speed and just like handoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the note of speed and transition of fuel throughout the entire robot, that's going to be one of the key things that people need to work on and learn throughout the season. So we have an intake. It is able to intake fuel, but we don't have good control of it after it comes into our robot. And then the handoff from that to our hopper is hit or miss. So that's a very important part to work on. And then from our hopper to our indexer and shooter, we don't have a great way to funnel. Definitely want teams to consider some type of active or spending more time on shaping and moving your passive funnel to correctly index to your indexer and therefore feed into your shooter a little faster. Without an active intake, you won't have as fast of a run through of fuel, but it gives you a good passive, gives you a good start and something you can test with.
Something else, I think we can. Okay. Something else on the note of speed and a takeaway from doing this robot design is the accuracy of your shooter. It really gets bogged down if you're trying to pump a lot of fuel through your shooter. You're taking away energy from your flywheels and from the shooter wheels. A good way to combat that, and something that this robot doesn't do the greatest, is by pumping the balls faster into your feeders. So that's going back to speed and going back to having something active in your hopper, not even just like the single wheel that we have here, but if you had actual more vector intake or a more active hopper system or more of a feeder system, you can start to build up that speed before the ball enters the flywheels, and you don't take away the energy from the flywheels. Your flywheels can stay at their target RPM more reliably, more consistent, and you will get a lot better shots. And that's something that we've seen, in this reveal video of the inaccuracy of some of our shots.
Yeah, and on that note, one of the important things is consistent feeding goes a long way to consistent shots. Right now, we'll fire a few in a row or then have a gap. Basically, that doesn't allow our shooter to have a consistent speed as it's trying to either gain or maintain a constant speed for a shot.
Sweet. And then the last thing I would mention is what would I say? Is it like the next
next steps?
Yeah, so like what would you recommend next team go from here. And remind everybody, hey, this is a starting point, and the areas we recommend you to focus are like A, B, and C, and keep them super like concise. Like make sure you leave packaging for your climber. Make sure you think about the ball feed through your system, like just the top level. Keep this 30 seconds because I'm gonna try and turn this one in.
Okay.
And I can edit it, but like
yeah,
but yeah, give me 3 seconds.
you're good.
Good. I'm gonna film this one. This cam as well. Don't look at this camera. Like,
Look at which camera?
No, look at that one.
Okay.
But like,
I'll honestly probably just run through and say,
L1 climber and probably intake.
yeah. I think, yeah, next steps is to work on L1 climber, but then probably just packaging. We designed everything separately of each other. We were able to make it work together, but as you're going through design, basically, work on it. Yep. Yeah, so what are some next steps for teams to work on? Obviously, we didn't get to an L1 climber. We think that's very important for this game to be effective. But realistically, one of the key things you need to do is make sure you're designing your systems together. We designed our intake, our shooter, our indexer kind of in a series, if you will. And definitely would recommend doing those in parallel because packaging is very important, making sure you have room for your climber, making sure you have room for your indexer and hopper or feeding mechanism, and being able to tie that all together is very important. So try and have some space reserved for each of those subsystems or whatever subsystems you go with.
And leave room for your battery.
Yeah, leave room for your battery so you can get to it.
I think
Any other things you guys can think of to film?
yeah, I mean, if it stitches well into what you've been saying, I think a good thing we could warn teams about too is
Give me 3 seconds.
considering what?
Give them a
3
second.
seconds.
Oh, okay. One take.
No, you're good, dude. You're great.
Which camera?
Say it again. Talk to that one.
Okay. Another thing that I think is good to warn teams about after having seen it here, you see throughout this video that we've had 60 to 80 fuel out in the field, and the amount of times that you're going to slam down your intake or deploy it and you're going to land on top of fuel. And if your intake is not very susceptible to that, it's really hard to find a space on the field without fuel. We're going to have 400 plus fuel on the field. And so I don't think it was very well visualized in my head until seeing it out here, just how much you're going to have to deal with intaking multiple game pieces at once, coming down on top of game pieces. And if your game piece, if your end effector gets stuck easily, it's going to be hard to unjam it on the field because there's going to be so much fuel.
I love that. I love that.
That's good.
Those are the kind of things that like people can't get like outside of this, right?
Yeah.
Because we had the like benefit of getting a cubic crap ton of fuel.
Yeah. Which is only a sixth of the field.
Which is literally
Like if your intake struggles at 8 fuel, you're going to really struggle with.
give you, unless there's anything else you guys want to film, anything else. Let me just
Send my
get some
piece.
shots
Yep.
of the robot, and then
We're going to
Do you want
on
us to
something
pack up?
blinking.
sure, yes, actually yes. Let's make it plain. But please make
Do you want some fuel in there?
make nothing go broke.
Nothing's burr. No burr.
So yes, load it up.
Yeah, I don't have a great shot of like how much fuel it can hold.
Try not to block like anything, like subsystem wise. I think that like this is a good amount. Yeah. That actually works. That's really fun. Yep, I got you.
I like the double-sided denkbots. I didn't realize that you did a double-sided on there.
Yeah.
That's funny. I gotta work tomorrow.
Same. That's why I'm trying to. Yeah, we should probably start cleaning up.
I have like a 7 a.m. meeting tomorrow.
Woof.
I don't actually have to be there at 7. Probably get there at 8. We're going to a coffee shop to like plan out like a longer work session, and then we're going to like our satellite office to do like a 6-hour session. We get coffee and food out of it, so I'll take coffee and lunch for early morning. I like that my manager is food motivated. Well, more so he realizes that we are food motivated and is willing to spend money on food for us.
It's nice.
Most of my team is like 25 to 35, so we're all like pretty still college kids.
All right, let's start putting these in boxes.
Why is this shot so hard to stay?
To
I
stay
think
stable.
Libby did it once and she was like really happy. She's like,
Do you want me to
"Let's go."
try it with stable hands? I feel like you're a shaky guy.
So I would stop.
yeah.
I would stop and watch it. It stabilizes afterwards. It'll post process.
Okay.
It's probably way more stable than it looks. Garrett, before you do it, just look at the video. It's probably way more stable than
I
it
don't know
looks.
how to do that on this.
Just film one.
Yeah.
No, I need like the ground shot.
Oh,
That's the, I got that shot, right? I need the ground shot. I need to upload the videos to the drive. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I realized how much I filmed on your camera.
No worries.
Oh, goodness.
We didn't talk about any top spin or backspin. That could have been something good to look at it. But
I have no idea if that was good, but it's something. We have film.
So real quick, before we do anything else,
Yep,
each one of you pound these numbers.
good idea.
oh yeah, good point. I've been pretty good about this weekend, but today's been the worst day by far.
Garrett doesn't understand pound of water.
Hand me one of the road bikes.
All right. Thank you, everybody who has joined at home. This last 72 hours has been fantastic, and we've learned a ton. The robot in 3 days takes an entire village of people to do. So there are tons of mentors that have been behind the cameras, that have been getting food, that have been doing tons of work to make sure everything is running. So thank you, everyone who participated. Thank you to our sponsors, Indiana Sciences and denkbots, and to Tinley, who provided our space and these resources. Thank you to 829, the Digital Goats, for providing amazing mentor knowledge. Thank you to 5188, Area 51 in Terre Haute, for giving us 2 amazing programming mentors for the weekend. And of course, the home team, 6721. To all of our students that may be watching, thank you for being on this journey with us and for your patience as we took over all of the space for the weekend. I'm going to stop there, and I want Garrett, who led this program, initiated this program, is the brainchild of this program, whose energy made this possible. I want him to give us the official outro, and then I will kill the stream. So personally, I just want to say thank you, Garrett, for having the initiative and the willpower to make this happen. This is an insane endeavor. Any team that's like, we're just going to go ahead and do a robot in 3 days, it's a lot. And reach out to us, reach out to any of the teams that do this, and get a realistic idea of what it's going to take, because it is infinitely more than we thought when we started it.
Yeah, once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. This was awesome. Had a lot of fun. Thank you to the whole team that made this possible. Showed up every day and designed, filmed, edited in the background, got food, anything. Yeah, when we wanted to start a robot in 3 days, we came up with the name Circle City Circuits to represent Indianapolis. We partnered with denkbots to provide us a platform and resources to get us off the ground. And then being able to use our 6721 and Tindley resources for our build was absolutely incredible. Our main goal coming out of this was to provide low cost, low resource teams who are looking to make the step into kind of a higher echelon of first robotics competition, provide them something to build off of like we have in the past few years. So hopefully you've enjoyed our fun vibes and also our technical expertise. Go back, watch our videos, ask us questions in Chief Delphi, send us notes. Thank you everyone for tuning in and signing off. Circle City Circuits.